couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Texas A&M Aggies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. Guys, he told me that his quarterback deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Not only has he taken care of the ball and done a great job through the passing attack, he is devastating in the rushing game. He's been unstoppable this season in the red zone, a true dual-threat quarterback. I'll keep you posted on how he continues to rise in that Heisman conversation. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. Texas A&M about to put it away to start this game. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Running to the left. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Austin Mack. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Mack. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
And on the first drive of the game, this defense does it again. They had 2 last week. They get another one early. This defense has been flying around, ball hawking the football.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get with
maybe some room here. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Pulls and fires complete. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Aggies! A great catch and run for 6. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the handoff. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's
going long. He's got it. The 30, the 20. To the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
And he tacks on the extra point. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. That's caught. It's Riley. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Running inside. It's Edwards. Follows a good block there. Picks up 3s out to the 9. The Aggies headed quickly to the line. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be 4th down. Finding an escape. Here's a little room there. He's got it up for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, the defense had an opportunity to get a stop on 4th down. The offense backed up, but they're able to plow forward on the ground.
Man, they said they wanted to be aggressive, but I don't know that anyone expected that type of aggression.
If I was on offense here, sudden change, now that you've picked up the first, why not go play action and take a shot?
Gonna run it. It's Owens. There he goes. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. He's got it again. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They want to run this quarterback. Nothing but green grass down the middle. At the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Well, on that 4th down play, you're just trying to move the chains, right? You're just trying to get enough to get the 1st down. Instead, that running play turns into a home run. There was a missed tackle. He got into the open space. He takes it all the way.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. The give to the left side. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football...
Going to take a shot at this DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there.
Dude, how about that? Boom. I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. 2nd and long coming up.
Kill. 180, raise call. 180, raise call.
Calls his own number. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
And this defense is going to have its ears pinned back on 3rd and long from the 1. Making side adjustments here. From the gun on 3rd down, Reed. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Gets it past the marker for a 1st down, and that's the way we will wrap up the 1st quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Takes the handoff. It's Owens. Hard running there. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Texas A&M going quickly.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Now adjusting. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Reed on the play action. Looking for an open area to his left. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Under fire. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Quarterback keeper. And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the first down marker. Turnover on downs.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
So now it's 2nd and long. Throwing Mack. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. It'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Bender, Bender. Copper, Copper. Bridge.
Reed. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Reed. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Grabbed in the middle. It's Craven. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, who comes over for Alabama, big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Craver can take a hitch route 80 yards and score. Still a really good 1-2 punch of this Aggies offense, especially their passing attack. Still going to be tough to stop.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Reed to the air again. Floating away. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Pulls it in, it's Wiley. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Owens. And he's only able to pick up about a yard before he's stopped on the play. And that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's Reed to throw. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to reach for a long one and have to guide it in from the left side. 51 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now they take the lead.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead going for the onside kick. Now the Tide uses its 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. He'll bring it out. It's Jenkins. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll run it to the right.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender. Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Just one of those mistakes that can't happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Mack. With the catch, it's Hill. Breaks into the open. Into the house. Touchdown tie.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
On the edge of their... And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Looking everywhere for yardage and ended up throwing it in reverse.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense? Getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing Reed. Oh, they're after him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
Fires it down the seam. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And that's pretty encouraging. Like, this defense needs a shot in the arm, right? Like, the 2 possessions, they've given up 2 touchdowns. Like, now they try to be aggressive and go after the deep ball right away. Nice coverage. That's a good start to this drive. You know, 2 bad drives, we flush those, we forget about those. See if this defense can get back on track.
He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Reed. Under fire. Got the first down himself. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We start with the Oklahoma State Cowboys taking on the Illinois Fighting Illini.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. offense will have another go at it. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. The give to the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Throws to the back. It's complete on the right side. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They'll go play action with Mack. He wants it all. Touchdown, Alabama! And that one will put him up here in the second half. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Texas A&M going quickly. He wants to change this route. On third down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Unloads it left. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Reads it, fires complete. Turning it on. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Alabama hit him with a big pass play. Will they keep slinging it? Austin Mack hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Mack. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Now, a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Blasted as he lets it go. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
The Tide ready to roll on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. The give on the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Gives him the big stiff arm. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Throwing Mack. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mack. Quickly complete. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
What a day this guy's having, guys. With that last one now, he's closing in on 200 yards receiving, and with every catch, the quarterback's confidence in him is growing and growing, and the defense right now, they have no answer for him.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Takes this handoff and headed to the right.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
With the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Mack. Firing to the right, complete. Fighting off the defender. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. That's caught. It's Riley. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Aggies are in the hurry up. Quickly out to the tight end. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Caught in the backfield, it's Riley. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined. Snags it, and there's running room. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. And the Aggies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line.
Well, it feels like...
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Here comes that Alabama offense. So the defense sets him up with that interception. Now a couple of 1st downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They'll move the tight end. Austin Mack. And his throw is incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Buys a little time. Unloads to the right. All by himself. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Really nice execution by this offense. This is the time, right? Late in the football game, got to get a few first downs to preserve this lead, to get out of here with the W. They trust their quarterback. They protect him.
Maybe a crease. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Reed. He's got an open man. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. Now on the move. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Finds his big tight end. Bounced off his feet. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Hey, kill it, kill it. Kill. 776 captain. 776 captain. Bender. Copper.
In the gun, 3rd down, Reed. Incomplete. He was looking for the score there.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot.
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. Pressure coming. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
On the run, it's Hill. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Now here's Mack. Plucks it out of the air. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm there.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Throwing, Mack. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. 4th down, Austin Mack. They'll wrap him up, and he is stopped well short of the 1st down marker.
Man, that takes some serious onions. Backed up inside your own 10, and you're going for it on 4th down. No dice. Offense now set up in easy position to get a score.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He'll throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the...
Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying to impose their will with the run. Picks up the 1st down. There's some room. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Reed to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to throw. It's Mack. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here.